Okay, my name is Alendra, and right now I'm a high school student from Alpha Centauri High School. I'm from IPA Social, so I study biology, chemistry, physics, and math and social. Right now, I have some bimbel that I do or I follow that are in 10 SSC, and recently I have some private lesson with my private teacher from UPI. I do biology and chemistry. What I like from study, I like learn new things and knowing something new. For me, sometimes it make me excited. And I like to study math a lot because sometimes the obstacle to solve the problem of the math that's very hard. It makes me curious how to solve it, and that's why I like it. And I love to study biology too because I like nature things such as the sea or the mountains. And in the future, I would like to do much more study about anatomics of human, because one of my dream is to enter pendidikan dokter of Unpad. So I hope I could study a lot that helps me to enter kedokteran Unpad, and I would like to studying everything that's related to living things or nature. Okay, so now I'll talk about the restaurant now. So I rarely eat at a restaurant because usually I do bought from online food, and I usually go eat to the restaurant once or twice a month because I have a helper at home for do cooking, so I can eat food that I request to my helper. Okay, next is about my favorite restaurant. My favorite restaurant mostly a sushi restaurant or a suki restaurant, because that is one of my favorite foods. And I also like a Padang restaurant because I'm from Padang, so I like to eat that kind of food. And usually I prefer to eat a restaurant food for taste, but if it's for daily, I prefer home cooked food because it's more worth it and more confident. Okay, next, I have ever complained about the food at some restaurant, and I was complaining about a long wait for the food to be served. And for the class question, I think that makes a restaurant successful is the variety of the foods on the menu that interests the customer more. So yeah, that's why. So the person that I think that can communicate well with others is my homeroom teacher from the 11th grade called Miss L, and having a long name Alderana Fatima. I know this person when I first start school in the 11th grades. As you guys know, she is a teacher. Specifically, she teach a physics lesson at 11th grades. And also she is the homeroom teacher of my class, and that is the 11th fifth. And I think she can communicate very well with others because she is very friendly towards the student that knows exactly how to handle different types of student. And also she's skilled at offering guidance and managing interaction with some parents that their children achieve some bad grades. And also she is a very humble person because she always appears in a cheerful mode in front of their student and does not really easily get angry when the student is joking excessively. And that's the reason why Miss L is one of the people I know that can communicate well with others, especially with her student. So we're gonna talk about different forms of communication. So in these days, people use phone for chatting or text message now, unlike in the past where letters were the norm. Back then, due to the lack of technology, communication happened either face-to-face or via letters. The differences between letters and text image is when the communication from the letters are more complicated than the text messages, because the text messages is more simple due to the technological advancement. And then let's move on to the next topic about communicating with people. So I think both parents and school should teach the children how to communicate, but parents more teach the children at home too by talking to them every day, and then the children will copy how the parents communicate or how to the parents talk. And then the school also need to help students to learn how to speak politely, and then how to participate and how to work together in a group, and then how to share their ideas without being shy or embarrassed. So both of the parents and the school is having an important role. And then how important are the speaking and the writing skills in communication with people? So the speaking and the writing skills are very important because speaking can help us communicate face to face and express our feeling to the people we talk to. And for writing, it is very useful for write emails or some messages, text message, and some school work. And also a good communication can help us to avoid some misunderstandings. And then the next one is, are the children need to communicate in a different way to the adults? I think yes, the children communicate differently from the adults. Children usually use simple words and short sentence because they still learning, and then they also like to express their feelings directly and honestly, different from the adults. For an example, they often communicate through games, pictures, or some social media with their friends. But on the other hand, adults are usually more careful when they speak. They likely more full and scared if some people can hurt by their words. They likely to think before they talk, especially at a formal work or in a formal situations. And also, adults also have more experience, so they can explain their ideas more clearly and solve the problem through the communication. And I believe both children and the adults have their own way of communicating, and both are important in different situations.